you know? Like, man, look at me. I'm still doing what I want to do. On Friday, February 5th, I participated in a virtual conference about mindful intentions towards self-care. Self-care is such a popular word nowadays, but what exactly does it mean, and what is the depth of self-care? Hi, my name is Diana Elaine Smith, and I host a community on social media called Unto the Whirlwind. Unto the Whirlwind is focused on overcoming our past in order to live a greater existence, one that's more in line and true with our authentic self-expression. So, you know what I mean? It's like, and so I make videos and I talk about all these personal things, and I try to get other people to see the light that they possess and the um, drive that they have within inside of them in order to live life the way they really want to. And it always starts here in the mind, and we have to work with our heart as well. And so here today, we're also, see, I just go off. So Under the Whirlwind focuses on self-limiting beliefs and really giving yourself everything that you needed. Let's say as you were a child, now giving that to yourself because it's all in your hands now. And so we want to have this unshakable confidence, and we want to get to this point where we affirm ourselves and that no validation comes from the outside of us, and that we affirm that on the inside of us, that we are strong, we are capable, we are able, and we can do and achieve those things that we want to do, even if that is finding and maintaining and establishing a healthy relationship or a new way to love. So, of course, personal development, self-improvement, and self-care for everything that's beautiful about you is the conversation on Unto the Whirlwind. And I call this the self-awareness zone, as it is very broad. It's always, always and only all about you. So that makes it less complicated. Yeah, right. So the goal is to get your attention to recognize how your past has brought you through a whirlwind, but it's been a whirlwind that's been packed with purpose. And so we can begin to unravel that mess, if you will, unravel ourselves out of the whirlwind by doing things such as practicing self-care and being mindful and setting intentions. And overall, I just want to allow you to understand the full scope of self-awareness, understand how we can gain a perception about being mindful, and a strategy for intention setting. And it is all I'm going to kind of come to you in the package of this is how we can do the work to heal any inner conflict, any psychological trauma that we may be feeling and experiencing. So here we go. Or I'm still alive, or I'm still eating good meals, whatever it may be, despite this, right? And so that's also a form of being grateful and practicing gratitude. And we know that that is also a way to practice self-care is with gratitude. So anything that you've ever wanted on an emotional level, if you wanted to feel safe, if you want to feel good about yourself, if you want to feel worthy and be able to be doing your own thing, and own what you are doing, here is the starting place for your self-care. Okay? You need to establish this one thing, and this is for the rest of your life. And you can repeat after me, and I encourage you to repeat after me. I care about how I feel. So this is putting you at the top of the totem pole. And so many of us don't do that. 2, I care about how I show up. And this is being mindful. I care about how I show up. When I go back to number 1, saying I care about how I feel, I have to back that up with intention. Therefore, actionable things to show I care about how I feel. I'm going to seek to establish a higher vibe feeling, a higher emotional state, right, than what I normally do. And number 3, you want to, really speak life over you, right? So affirmations are one way to do this. And this is a form of practicing self-care. And you're going to simply say, and start out here, and start wherever you want, but here's for me. I live a prosperous life. I have prosperity, right? These are the ways we need to speak about ourselves. Writing your intentions are going to surely establish you as someone who's going to make it happen, because what we write down lives in our mind. And if we're dealing with lots of things and we feel very chaotic and so much is going on, we can't even think about what we want, nor can we think about peace, nor can we think about what we really want. It's lost, it's scattered amongst the noise, right? And so we have to be aware, I always say this, of the environment that we live in, so that we can then really customize our self-care to that. Self-care is about choosing healthy feelings and healthy activities, or something like choosing to shift the atmosphere that you are in, or the environment that you create, or the environment that you entertain or tolerate. Creating spaces where you can breathe and rest. Self-care is about giving. Check out the rest of the video on our YouTube channel. I'd love for you to go there, subscribe, and even comment about what you're practicing for self-care. And stay tuned for new courses of awareness and mindset material brought to you by Unto the Whirlwind. Do me a favor and like this video. Like from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your kindness.